Go. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the weekly Team Spirit call. Today, this is Yvonne Santos. I almost said my maiden name, Yvonne Santos. I am a diamond coach under Ashley Hughes. She's my personally sponsored coach. And this call today, Connecting with Leads, is very near and dear to my heart because of the fact that I do focus on leads and try to create relationships with them, but also because I am a lead as well. I'm a free lead to my personally sponsored coach, and based on her connections with me and her consistency, I decided to finally take the plunge and become a challenger and then a coach. So that's a little bit about me and my story. Who is familiar with what leads are? Raise a hand. Yeah, a couple people, not everybody. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start kind of from the beginning, and I don't wanna put this in presentation mode, but at the same time, I kind of have to because I got some cool effects for you. All right, so let's see. You can't see me here, right? Or can you? What's that?
I can see you.
You can see me? Okay, perfect. I don't know what I did here. This is something new. Let's pause this. Oh, my computer's stuck. Fabulous. Sorry, my computer's stuck. Okay, so one thing with connecting with leads. Oh gosh. Epic fail. Sorry, you guys. I'm connecting and it's not working. Okay, here we go. Fabulous. All right. I don't know what happened there. All right, well, we'll just have to do this way. One thing, first and foremost, before we go into leads, is I really, really love to talk about your vision. And just because we're at the beginning of the new year, and I know most of you have created your vision boards, created your vision for the year, what your target goals are for the year, and executed or have a plan that you are following in order to execute and move closer and closer to your vision. I truly believe that your vision and your mission drive you in what you're up to on a daily basis and what you're starting to create. Because the tasks that you do on a daily basis, that's not what is really the top. That's not, those things don't drive you, right? Those are just the necessary steps in order to get to the end of your vision. But when you focus on your vision, the things that you have to do they just come second nature with time and with consistency because you're focused solely on your vision. And that is what creates excitement. That's what really ignites you to want to do something that you have to do, that you get to do in your business. So, if I am out there trying to create leads, or I'm trying to connect with people, or I'm trying to, email people. Those are just things that I'm doing, but I know that I'm doing those things because my vision is what's guiding me. And so those things that I get to do just become second nature, and you're consistently doing them time and time and again. That's the beauty of really having a vision. And if you don't have a vision, that's okay. Create one. It can be as very big, like my vision, and I'll share you with what I want to do, is to really empower women to be more and to live beyond expectations. That's something that I have created into words. But when I first started as a coach, I wanted to really help women to not feel like they were restricted or constricted or feel like there was no hope, right? And that's what was guiding me. And over time, I created the words that were more eloquent in empowering women to live beyond expectations, or empowering people to live beyond expectations, and really telling your story over and over and over again strengthens your vision and creates more clarity. So if you're saying, oh, I already say my story so many times on social media, or I already talk about it so much, good, keep doing it. If it doesn't help one person, it creates clarity for you and your vision and where you're going to, and it creates excitement. So get excited and get clear. So let's go into what is a lead and how does Beachbody obtain them. Okay, so a lead is pretty much a person who is interested in getting a Beachbody coach. And they either are interested by doing so because they've expressed interest either through infomercials, through Beachbody On Demand. They have gotten a free trial through the beachbody.com website. They stumbled across it through an ad. Have you ever been on certain ads or certain web pages and they have like an insanity ad and you click on it and it goes to the beachbody.com website? If you haven't done so and haven't clicked on them, try it and see what happens. Those are all the free leads, and all customers are gathered into a pool by Beachbody and saying, okay, all these people purchased a video, have lost weight, have done something. And they'll ask them, hey, do you want a coach to guide you along your journey and to give you assistance? If they say yes, then they are put into a lead pool. And so once you hit Success Club, then those leads are disseminated based on qualifications. So if you qualify for the lead program and the lead pool, then they'll be disseminated. But for the most part, Beachbody is spending millions of dollars on marketing and making sure they push it out on Facebook, on TV, on Instagram. Like, I'm seeing them everywhere, just being popped up so that they can create generation and can support the Team Beachbody network. So here's some eligibility criteria of how to get included in the lead pool. So you must have a paid rank of Emerald or above. Paid rank meaning you must be current on your business service fees. You must be and that's at $15.95 monthly. That covers your websites and what have you. You must be a premium teambeachbody.com club member. With the access of what BOD provides us, who isn't already a member? I know I am. I paid for the entire year. You must have a complete bio on your teambeachbody.com website, before and after picture or before picture. You must have the profile set to public. And what this is going to happen is as soon as you start to get the leads in the following month of qualification for Success Club, what is the person who's your free lead going to do immediately? Well, who's my coach? Who is she? Who is he? How do they look like? What are they? And if they see something blank, then immediately they're going to say, whatever, I don't know who this person is. Maybe I'll just go check out something, or it was a fluke, or the value and the integrity of Team Beachbody is lowered. So always have that. Make sure no matter what rank, as soon as you become a coach and you decide to be interested and you decide to be, to be active in the business, make sure all this is done. Get it over and done quick, and you don't have to worry about it ever. So Success Club 5 and 10 qualifies you for the Team Beachbody lead pool. Success Club 5 gives you free leads, but they are non-paid. So it's just maybe they did purchase something on beachbody.com, but you will not get those paid leads, okay? You will only get them if you hit Success Club 10. And that is definitely a gift for two reasons. One, you're helping more people than the minimum of Success Club 5 to drive your business forward. And two, you are getting paid leads there. And the beauty of these paid leads are, it's not just like a commission on a Shakeology order or something. It could be something like as huge as like $300, $500, $1,000. It depends on what the lead purchases. Now, it may just be like $100. Who knows? But the beauty of it is that they are interested. They are already purchasing products. You're getting paid on that. So typically what I like to do is strive for Success Club 10 immediately. I forgot, I did the numbers. Can someone throw me out some numbers on what you're getting paid for if you hit Success Club 10 on a monthly basis? You're getting like what, Ashley? Or like 5 people, like $150 or something like that, just for like helping like anywhere from like 3 to 5 people, and depending on what your Success Club points are, blah, 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 because they move the points. Plus you get the free leads. So, and then you get your free gifts, and then you get a bunch of other stuff. There is a new caveat that most people do not know, and this is the 6-month limit, okay? If you have a free lead and they don't purchase anything from teambeachbody.com within the 6 months that they are your customer, Beachbody will then directly send them marketing material, sales stuff, like buy this workout, buy Shakeology, whatever it may be, so that they can purchase it directly from Beachbody versus you, okay? The reason why this is happening, you can look at this. I always excuse me, I always say you have 2 ways of looking at it. It can be a blessing or it can be a curse. Or it can be an opportunity, or you can allow it to like be negative and you shut down. So you decide what you want to do. I look at it as a blessing and an opportunity. What Beachbody has found out is that, hey, you know what? Some people are, just hitting Success Club 5 or 10, but they're really not engaging with their leads. And, again, holding the integrity of the company and making sure that these people have support, they will then step in and provide support. So that's their only indicating factor of how they can measure if they're providing support. They can't really go to every single coach and say, are you giving them support? Are you asking them? Are you doing this? It's not physically capable of doing all that stuff and contacting everybody. And not everyone has the same level of integrity. So that's what it is. For me, it's an opportunity for me to be like, hey, I have this time limit with this person. I get to really connect, and it creates urgency for me to not let them just sit there. These people are asking for support. They are asking for support. They just don't know how valuable you are on the support that you can provide them. All right. And the leads are dispersed within the following month. Let's get this out of the way because my flash didn't work. Okay. Here's where I like to say, who do you get to be with your leads? A lot of times, many times, 100% of the time, coaches will say, what do I have to do? How do I do it? When do I do it? Give me a template. How do I do this? 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 And, as a supporting personally sponsored coach, I say, okay, well then here you go. Here's the template. Here's what I created. This is what I did. And if you listen to Ashley's call about how simple you can create this business and how it's about duplication. And if you keep it simple and just duplicate, then you can really function in this business well and effectively. Really, all of it has to do with who do you get to be. You really get to ask yourself, who are you? Not just as a person, but as a coach, right? What type of coach are you? Are you on it? Are you consistent in your challenge group? Are you consistent in your own workouts? Are you practicing the 3 vital behaviors? What type of support system are you? Are you like a big cheerleader? Fabulous. Okay, well, maybe you're not strong on the cheerleader side, but you're really good on the business side. Focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses, and then determine the type of person that you are. Because every one of us has something that we love about each other and something that is of value that we can help another person with. whether it be motivation, inspiration, meal prep, whatever it may be, but you get to decide who you get to be. So for me, I am passionate, I'm powerful, I'm loving, I'm supportive, I'm empowering. Those are the people, those are the qualities that I want, and that's who I get to be. So you get to choose the type of person you get to be, right? And the best part, if those are your strong qualities, those are just mine, something that I've always wanted to desire to be. If you're an introvert and you're like, I really want to be an extrovert, then you get to be an extrovert. It's just about choosing. Or if you're like, I just want to be really good in my challenge groups, then you get to be a really amazing person in your challenge groups. The most important thing, whatever you are doing in life, whatever you are doing in this business, the beauty of it all is that you get to be you. And that's what I love about this business. I get a lot of times where people say, well, this person did this and this person did that, and the comparison game comes up. It doesn't matter what that person did or did not. Don't fuel the negative energy. Fuel the positive energy, and fuel the amazing things that you are and who you get to be. So really, really sit with this. Really, really think about this. And whenever you're thinking about, oh, I'm not this, I'm not that, reverse that, okay? I really think the more we fuel the positivity of what we are and who we are, the better we are and the better we grow. Okay, so you really have everything you need to know. We talked about the simplicity of this business. And in the Coach Online office, you have the steps you need to take with your leads, with coach videos, and with scripts. It's amazing. I have followed all of these 5 lessons, and I have learned to tailor them to make them my own. There are 5 lessons you can do as soon as you get a lead, or as soon as you get, just starting tomorrow. Just say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to do lesson 1, right? And then the following day, you do lesson 2. And the following day, you do lesson 3. And that's what I did. It's just following those lesson plans and then implementing each one into what I wanted to do. And sometimes they would evolve. They would, sometimes be like, no, I don't like this, or no, I don't like that, or I don't like what she said there. And really, it's just like you're inviting. The more you do it, the better you get at it. But I really, really, really love these lessons. It really gave me the confidence that I needed. It's like, oh, it's that easy. It's just little steps that I have to take in order to make it happen. So all you have to do is really go onto YouTube and search it up and search up lead lessons. Like, it's super, super easy. I can do it right here if you want. You go to YouTube and you're going to go type in lead lessons. Oh, I'm going to put Team Beachbody. And there you go. It says lead lesson 1, lead lesson 2, lead lesson 3, 4, 5. And that's it. And then it tells you what the lead program is. I think it's like super easy and super easy to do. I love that. Okay. Perfect. We'll get to that one real quick. Okay. Oops. What is your story? We talked about your story and how amazing it is. And you heard this time and time and again. And I love this because it's so true. And not until you actually do it will you actually see it, create something, and you'll get feedback on it. Over the last just 2 days, I have gotten messages from people saying, oh my God, I've seen your story on Facebook. It's amazing. Oh my God, I've seen your story on Facebook. That's awesome. I got a text message from a banking recruiter the other day saying, oh my God, I saw your transformational story with Beachbody. That is so awesome. You are an inspirational woman and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh my God, my bank recruiter saw me. And they did not immediately. I went to the conversations in my head of oh my God, they saw my tummy. Oh my God, they saw me fat. Oh my God, oh my God. And he, on the other hand, was like, you're an amazing woman. That's awesome. I can't wait to add you to my network, you know? So my perception of him was like, my perception of him perceiving me was like blah, 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 right? Where his perception of me was like something completely different. So it was a story that I was creating for myself. So really put your story out there. It's it's you. Remember, you get to be you, the amazing, beautiful self, you. And in order to communicate your story, especially to your free leads, is I just made an introductory video. It took me, I think, a year and a half to make this video, and because I was putting it off. I was, again, having those conversations, those self-limiting beliefs that was just pushing me down, pushing me down, pushing me down, and removing me away from the vision that I had. The vision that I have of empowering women through fitness to live beyond expectations, right? So when I made this video and I started putting it out, people were just like, oh, wow, that's great. You know, I love it, or something like that. It was a way for me to communicate with them. Some people have not seen it, and that's fine, but I did it. It's a tool and a resource that I have for myself. What can you do in the video? It can be simple. I look at it as someone, like Ashley's just said in the chat, I look at it like I'm helping a friend, right? They're here, they want to know what I'm doing, and I talk to them and I tell them what I'm doing. You can look at all the introductory videos online. They're not going to be you. This is about you. All you have to do is just say, hey, I'm your Team Beachbody coach. Can't wait to connect to you. Bye. This is where you can find me. Whatever comes up for you, that'll be completely fine, you know? So practice and film it. The more and more you do it, the better and better you do it. So what I do is when I first get a lead, I send them my introductory video. I send them a video and, hey, how's it going? I'm your free coach. Can't wait to get to know you. I saw that you are interested in having support, and I'm your gal. I can be your biggest cheerleader. I'm just me, totally. Like, I'm your biggest cheerleader, and I can support you with all the tools and guide you through the program. I can't wait to hear about you. I tell them a little bit about myself. That's it. Bam. You can even do a story video of yourself, of your transformation, of what inspires you. What's your motivation? I have my Peel My Onion video that it really just like hit me one day in the car. And I said, I'm just going to record and see what happens. And it was imperfectly perfect and raw, and it's connected with so many women. And they said they loved it. And my conversation was like, this video is horrible. I can't believe it, blah, 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 you know? So the only one stopping you from doing what you want to do is really you. The only thing stopping you from connecting with people and connecting with your leads is just the conversations that are like right here in your ear. I love the video, by the way. Once I did it, I was like, oh my God, finally, a relief. It's done. Okay, one thing about emails is, do you like spam? Do you guys like spam emails? You do? Right, ready? Everyone's shaking their head, no. You guys just pass by them and just like blah, 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 right? Like from Nordstrom's, from Target, from some motivational speakers, blah, 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 blah. But every once in a while, well, first of all, so if you don't like spam, so neither do your leads, right? They're not going to like it every time you're like, if you send them an email campaign and it's like every single day, right? They're not going to like it. They're going to blah, 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 blah. But every once in a while, you're like, hey, I like that. What is he talking about? And you click it open. I know I have, because I have Howard Lewis Howell, who like sends me all these emails all the time. And then once in a while, he'll send me an email that just like catches my eye. And I'm like, oh, wow, I want to hear what he has to say about this. Right? So it's the same thing with us. What I love is like when you're getting a provider with you, how do you want them to connect with you? Like when I hear Frontier Communications or Verizon Communications emailing me, it's usually always about a like a new promotion or a new deal or something new, something price reduction, something, right? But they never talk to me as far as like, how can I record something on TV? to save, or like tips and tricks on how to do on my phone. Or they never tell me like new shows that are coming up or new added features or something. It's always promo stuff. Never fails, always promo stuff. This is where you get to look at, it's like, is that the type of person, or is that the type of coach that I want to be, right? And if you don't like spam, then the answer is obviously no way. So here's where you can say, okay, I would like to receive this from my provider. Here is what I want to give my clients, right? Same thing happens with, I purchased a small business, like kind of like an MLM and some jewelry. I forgot what it was, and I don't want to say names, but so I looked, it didn't occur to me to look at like how they were going to react to me or anything. I just purchased it because I wanted some coach gifts. And, but it wasn't coming on time. And I was like getting nervous, and Christmas time was coming. And I was like, what am I going to do? How is this going to happen? And I didn't get it on time. And I then had to text her, and I had to communicate, and I had to go reach out to her. I never got a thank you. I never got a, hey, it's on its way, or hey, it might be delayed. Is this going to interrupt your plan? I never had any connection. It was just like a sale, right? So here's where you can create an opportunity. Do you want to create that sale, or do you want to create that relationship? And the relationship starts even before you make the sale. So whenever you're talking about like following up with people or talking to people, and you're talking about following up, and you're like, whoa, they're not answering me, or they're not talking to me, they're not opening up what I'm showing them. A lot of it has to do with the relationship that you're creating and how you're communicating with them. So this is very, very, very essential when you're talking with leads. The communication is key. Now, they have provided you with email, text, a phone number, address. So there's so many ways of communication. Even though we're thinking it's only online through Facebook, you forget about email. You forget about text messages. We forget about sending them a card in the mail. We forget about other social medias like Facebook, Snapchat, IG stories, talking to them, sending them personal messages, right? Simple personal messages on Snapchat and IG stories is amazing. Really cool. Hey, you get their email, add them to Facebook, send them a little voicemail, send them a connection. And IGs, I've done it where like, hey girl, I'm your Beachbody coach. I don't know if you ever realized that, but I just wanted to say hi. I hope you're doing great with your program. And that's it. You go out there with the intention of creating relationship. Don't go out there with the intention of selling them a challenge pack or selling them anything. No, create that relationship, because if you go out there selling them a challenge pack, immediately, boom, a wall's going to go up, and they're just going to be completely like frozen to whatever you are trying to create with them. And you could be the most amazing person in the world, but if you try to sell them at first contact, immediately they're going to like freeze up. It's crazy. It's crazy because I've done it. Okay. I have done it. I like, okay, when I first started as a coach, I was like, okay, I'll just send them like a bunch of this stuff, looking, why don't they know that this is amazing? I'm doing it, so why shouldn't they, You got to develop that relationship. So emails, campaigns. Who has them? Who has email campaigns? Do you guys know? You have email campaigns? Okay, awesome. Like email campaigns are are if you look at you subscribe to an email list, you're going to get email campaigns. I like getting email campaigns from certain people because they give me valuable tools and information. And what do they look like? They typically are within spurts. They are not like all year long, every single day for long periods of time. No, they are like short spurts. It could be a week, it can be 2 weeks, or it can be, weekly. It depending on the customer and depending on what your intention is. but they definitely get your attention. And they get your attention with the email subject line. And it could be something like, amazing that happened to you. You know, it does not have to be health, fitness, weight loss related, Shakeology related. It can be something amazing like, oh my God, I changed one word on what I was saying and it changed my perspective on everything. One word. Did I get your attention there? No? Yes? One word. So I would probably click that. Like, what are you talking about? One word, you know? So today in my team, I posted, and I can use my team post or Facebook post and create that into an email campaign. And I just started to get creative. One way of getting creative, and I read this today in the Maximum Achievement book by Brian Tracy. It's a really hard book to get through. So, I mean, I'm struggling with it, and I just have to go really, really slowly with it. But he says in the book, you change, what is it, Ashley? You change why to how, okay? So when you're talking about, why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? Why can't I do this? You know, you're just feeding the negative stuff into your brain, right? Change it to how. How can I do this? How can I create this? How can I do this, right? Or how can I get their attention? How can I make this interesting? So when you're taking like a Facebook post and you're going to turn it into an email campaign, how can I make my transformational story into something that's eye-catching? What did I say in my transformational story in there that's like eye-catching to me, and use that as a subject line, right? Easy breezy. It will take practice, but the more and more you do it, the more creative you get, because you're using and you're flexing that side of your brain. You're like, oh, okay, I get the hang of it. I can see this. Sometimes they're going to fail. Sometimes they're going to be bad. But before you do email campaigns, again, the connection, the relationship, talk to them, send them emails, send them texts. It is really, like Ashley said, it's like you're talking to your friend, right? First email is, hey, how's it going? I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm your free Team Beachbody coach. I hope you're having a fabulous day. You know, I don't know, you know, don't even talk to them about the program. Don't even talk to them about what they want to just say. Hey, just wanted to introduce myself. I hope you're doing fabulous. This is a little bit about me. Bam, right? Maybe in 3 days, and you can schedule these email campaigns. In 3 days, you go, hey, I hope you got to see my introduction video. I really want to get to know what your fitness goals are. I'm not sure if you bought a fitness program or what you did, and you can do it 3 days or a week, however you want to do it. But I wanted to make sure that you have support from me so that you can, and I tell them, so that you don't waste the money that you spent on that, and really dust off that program and make it work for you. So just be real. Like totally real with them, and with what you really want to get their attention. Like, hey buddy, I'm here for you. This is how and you show up, right? Because when you're building trust with them right now, you're building camaraderie with them, right? Like you're building your story with them. So maybe your third email could be like, hey, you know what? I'm not sure if you're getting my emails, but I just wanted to share with you my transformational story. I was in your place at one point in time, and you tell them about your story, talk to them about your struggles, and blah, 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 and then you can show them your before and after pictures. So it's really about connecting with them and continuing to reinforce them, because right now, for the majority, not all of them, for the majority of them, they're just starting out. Or they have picked up a video and they have failed at it before, and a lot of times it's not that they don't want to do it. It's that they just have lost trust in themselves in doing it and showing up every single day and like lasting through the entire program. It took me a very long time for me to realize that it wasn't the program, it was that I wasn't trusting myself. And so when I saw Ashley like show up time and time and again, show up, show up, show up, show up. I was like, there has to be something here. Otherwise, why would she continue to show up for me? Right? And I made a post yesterday about love and how, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday, about how love and how amazing and powerful love really is, and how I did not get it until I had a conversation with my mother. Until I had a conversation with my mother and how she shows up to me as love. And this is pretty amazing because my mother is the most kind woman ever, but while I was growing up, I always thought she was weak because she would always show up for my father. She would always show up for people. And I say this freely because I'm fully confident in their relationship and my relationship with my parents. So she would always show up no matter what someone did wrong. She would always show up, always, always, always show up with love and affection and never resent anyone. And it hit me last week on her birthday. Just last week, like after 37 years of life, how powerful and strong love is. Because to get hit down and to get knocked down so many times and still show up and being loving and amazing no matter what you do, to the point where another person starts to feel the love, that's true power. So when I look at my leads and we say, oh, they're not responding to me, they're not talking to me, that I don't know if they're seeing it, or they probably think this of me. It's not, I am showing them love by showing them, yes, you can do this, and I'm here for you. So whenever you're ready to step up, here I am. And that is true power right there. So when you're doing email campaigns, I like to go around and do my email campaigns around my challenge groups. So if I have, like, say, for instance, I have a challenge group coming up February 6th. So right now is when I'm going to start doing my email campaigns. And I might, so it's like about 2 weeks before my challenge group starts. Right now is also the time where I'm starting to use the challenge tracker and starting to post things on how I want to develop my challenge tracker so that I'm setting myself up to win. So I can do different things like really tips and tricks on things like Motivation Monday, Transformation Tuesday. Maybe I invite them on Wednesday, right? Maybe Thursday I don't do anything, but Friday I send them something funny, some fitness meme or something that's dear to me, right? And then for Sunday, I'll do Sunday coaching emails to existing coaches and active challengers. I will not do that to leads or new customers, right? Because I haven't established a relationship and I don't know what's available for them until I've established that relationship. When I feel like I've established that relationship, then I do it. So, and then the following week, I restart and start to create to invoke my vision to them and start to tell them, I'm here because I want to do this and this and this and this and this. My goal is to do this, 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 and this to support you, to get you to where you want to do, whatever it may be. Okay. Conversations. Here are some conversations that you might be having that I want to address. Like, I don't have leads. I didn't hit Success Club. What other conversations do you have with yourself about the leads that you have? I'm going to unmute people, or if you want to go in the chat and say something, I want to hear your feedback.
10, my first month. I think that what I need to do is look at that FAQ, because I think I don't have a complete bio, and I don't think I have my profile public. So I need to go back and do that. And then my other question is, how do you get informed of leads? Do you get an email or?
So leads, you're going to get informed down an email. I'm thinking if it goes straight to your personal email, but I don't think it does go to your personal email. On the Team Beachbody website, on the Coach Online office, on the lower left-hand side, it will tell you you have new customers. And then
Okay.
it will also see you have emails. So if you hit Success Club 5 last month, for sure you have customers this month.
Yeah, but if I didn't have my bio complete or public, then I won't get leads.
You probably won't, but you can check to see
Okay.
if you have it updated. Check to see, and if not, let's see if we can create something with Coach Relations. Let's see what we can do. Okay.
Okay.
Anybody else have any conversations? Yes, Candy?
I had Success Club 10 in December, and you said earlier that you usually get leads the next month. I haven't gotten any.
Okay. Then I would look at your eligibility, and I would also call, because we're already at the end of the month, you should call customer service relations for that, Coach Relations. Definitely, especially if you hit Success Club 10. Yeah. So a majority of your Success Club leads are going to come at the beginning of the year. They have like a flood of them right now. And as you get towards the end of the year, they kind of like disappear. Not disappear, but they reduce in the volume that they have. Usually I've not received anything less than 4 to 5 leads a month.
Okay.
Anybody else have conversations? On leads? Okay. I unmuted myself, not everybody else. Okay, if you can mute yourself, that'd be perfect. Oh, shoot, mute. I think I muted everybody. Okay. Okay. Oh, you can unmute yourself. One thing I want to talk about, what is a leader? And you might be like, why are you talking about this when we're talking about leads? It's very important. So what is a leader? What comes up for you when you think of a leader? You can just like talk free form, open forum, maybe a couple of people. Nobody want to talk about what a leader is? Everybody raise up their hand. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. I won't call you. I promise I won't call you. Ready? Raise your hand. You say, I want you to say, I am a leader. Yes, you are. You are all leaders. You are all business owners. You are all leaders. Okay. One of the characteristics that I totally embrace what a leader is a leader creates possibility, and a leader overcomes obstacles, and a leader empowers other people, and a leader takes action. Yes? Do you guys agree or disagree? Agree? Awesome. Let's see. A leader shows up by example. Love it. I love it. Yes. So some of you are probably saying, oh my God, I haven't hit Success Club. I'm a new coach, or I don't hit consistently, or certain like self-business related conversations. This is where you get the opportunity to create something. And for a very long time, I was like, well, I love the leads. I love the opportunity that I have. How can I create more leads? Remember, how can I versus why aren't I hitting Success Club? Why aren't I getting leads, right? Victim role versus like an active leader role. So create your own leads, right? So when you're talking to people and you're inviting people and you're starting to generate information, what do? Ask for their emails. Tell them, can I keep you informed on my next challenge group? What's your email? I usually say, let me send you emails. Let me send you details on the group. And then they send me their email. And then I say, great, I want to keep you updated on what's going on for the next challenge group and prepare you for the next challenge group. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. I really love that. And then you're creating value in there. A leader is in the front lines with their team and doesn't leave anyone behind. No, I agree with you 100%. Okay, don't look at this. Okay, so before we go there, I love that one. I am going to show you some amazing promotions that I got. So as you can see, I'm a diehard personal development junkie. So Shalene Johnson, John Lee Dumas, GoDaddy, Carl Deichler. Hey, he likes me. Lewis Howes, look at these emails that I got from them, and I have not opened them. Okay. Do they stop sending me emails? No. Why? Because I have the opportunity to unsubscribe. So they know if I don't want to get their emails, I can just click a button and say unsubscribe, right? Easy breezy. I have gotten some emails from people saying, I'm not with Team Beachbody anymore. Can you remove me from your email list? Hey, no problem. I can definitely do that. And I do that. I don't take it personally. I don't take it personally because they didn't give me a chance to, or they didn't give me the opportunity to connect with them. They didn't want to connect with me. So if they don't want to connect with me, I can't help them. They're not open to it. But if they're open to me sending them tips, sending them valuable information, then they'll keep receiving my emails, right? Or the next step is that they'll join one of my challenge groups. So I don't take offense to it at all. Don't take it personally. This is strictly part of the business side. It's amazing to have drafts of the emails that you're doing. If you sent something once, if you get asked that question once, you're like, okay, I'll just design an email, draft it up. If you get the same question asked twice, make a draft. Like seriously, make a draft. Whenever I have all my new clients, I have them on a different system, but I use Automatic CEO to stay in contact with my leads. But if you don't have Automatic CEO, you can use your Team Beachbody account, the Coach Online office, to send emails out to your customers. And they don't have to be done through the e-cards. It's super, super simple. If you want me to demonstrate it, I can demonstrate it here. But pretty much what I have here, it's like, yay, welcome to Team Beachbody. Super simple. It's nothing major. Welcome to Team Beachbody. Specifically, I always talk about Team Beyond because it creates it's a common thing. It will not be something new to them when I ask them to join my team. Thanks for joining Team Beachbody, specifically joining Team Beyond. I'm so excited to have you on board. Here's a quick video for me. Blah. Pretty soon, I tell them this was for a coach, but pretty much it's the same thing. I tell them, this is for a new customer. Sorry about that. So, but pretty much it's the same thing. Like, I tell them about me. I tell them they're going to join Flabulous. They're going to join a challenge group soon. If they want to chat with me, these are available days, 1, 2, 3. Which one can they do? If they want to choose, fine. If not, that's fine. It's totally up for them. But I'm making myself available to them. Okay. If they don't want to reach me, fine. If they do, fine. This is for a new coach. I just give them all the information, what the tips are, where to get the Zoom app. But for new, I'm your free Team Beachbody coach. Here we go. Welcome to Team Beachbody. I'm your free Beachbody coach, and I wanted to introduce myself. Here is a video. You can also access my free fitness support group online. I have a new thing here. I'm going to actually put the link to Flabulous on Facebook. That's something new that I saw that John Lee Dumas did. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do that to my emails. So I get to update that. I let them know a little bit about myself, about my transformation. And then I even say, enough about me. I want to get to know more about you. Right. And then I'll for BOD clients, new BOD clients, what I do is I send them, hey, I know you're, no, that's not the one. Where's my BOD? BOD clients. BOD clients. So let's just do BOD. There we go. I don't have it on this one. Blah. On the BOD, you know how on BOD they have a calendar? Sent it to. They have a calendar on what they're going to be doing each day. You know, the weekly calendar, like it's cardio, then arms, and blah, 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 whatever it is. I just made like a little graph and I just sent it to them like every week, every Monday, because they have free access to the Beachbody On Demand, right? So it's something very, very simple and it's nothing major. And I give them access to, like, on a weekly basis, the email campaigns can be for free people who have a free account and they want to try BOD is, hey, did you check out the new Fix 8 Webs video? Did you check out, you know, the 20 something show? Did you know that you can stream other things besides your workouts? Did you see the meal plans? Like, it's just about showing them different aspects of what they have available to them. So when you get your leads, it's just tips and tricks and creating that value with them so that they know, hey, she has information. I can go to her, you know, because how many times even as coaches, you're like lost, right? You're like, where do you go for this? How do you do this? Where do you do this? And stuff like that. So just sending them tips and tricks on Beachbody On Demand, on navigating through the Team Beachbody network, on the blog, which is amazing because you can send them recipes, you can send them links, you can send them anything you want, and it's still within your Team Beachbody commission if they were to purchase something. So really what I love is you have all you need to know. Know that all you need is really just action. That's it. It starts small. It starts with just calling them, or it starts with just one email, or it starts with just one video, or it just starts with one action step to get you to where you want to go to. And just being connected with them and trying to find out information of them and asking them and just showing up. Just like Claudia said, what is a leader? You show up time and time again, right? Let's see what she said. I love it what she said. A leader shows up. You lead by example. A leader's in front of the lines with their team and doesn't leave anyone behind. Those are things that you get to show up. It doesn't matter how I do things. It doesn't matter how your upline does things. It doesn't matter really, because that's them. That's not you. So like I said before, you get to be you. There is only one of you. So when you're trying to connect with these people, just know you are perfect for them. They just don't know yet. So thanks very much, everyone, for being on the call today. I'm going to open up to questions to see if anybody has any questions and if I can help them with anything. Any questions? Candy has questions? Yeah, go for it, Candy.
That was great. I have so much information written down. This was helpful. Thank you.
Awesome. I'm glad. Thank you. Great content from Ashley. I'm like, my voice is going to be gone by the time tomorrow comes.
What was that name of the book that you mentioned early on?
Maximum Achievement.
Thank you.
That's a really great book on mindset. If do not get struggled, you're welcome, Kara. Do not be open to taking it slow. Like I started it like last quarter and it's a lot to digest. Just go slow and it will sink in. Like there are some things you're like, I don't get it. And just take your time with it. It's not one of those like happy story personal development books. It really makes you think, and you're like, oh my God. It's like a textbook, like, but it's very, very powerful. Very, very powerful.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else have any questions? No questions? So just by doing the little things that I have done, I have converted leads into coaches. I know, it's amazing, huh? I've converted leads into challenge packs, purchases, and then I've converted a couple to coaches. So, I mean, Ashley has Claudia and myself as a lead. I think Joanna's a lead. Ashley was a lead. So really have faith in those leads and know that you can create something out of nothing, really, out of an email. And they do talk to you. They really, really do. They're more afraid of you than you are of them. I really, 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 really. I was completely terrified when Ashley first, I was like, who is this lady? Why? Like, seriously. And I remember that one time, this is a funny story. I remember one time walking down, I was in downtown LA. I vividly remember doing this. I was on the corner of 4th and Figueroa, downtown LA, across from the Daily Girl, and Ashley sent me a message, and I was like telling my coworker, look at this lady, look how much weight she's lost. Like, that's freaking amazing. Wouldn't it be awesome to do that? And then like a year later, I contacted her. So it's pretty awesome. All right. Does anyone have any other questions? Now you guys are clear. You guys are lead machines now. Awesome. If you guys have any other questions or have any other need assistance or anything like that, then just post it in your respective teams and I will assist however I can. Okay? Thanks so much, everyone. Thank you. This call went a little bit over, but I'm so appreciative of everything. And remember who you get to be. Love it. Bye.